Well, hi everybody. Pres team member Rob Walsh talking to you from my office, from my home here on the Gold Coast in Main Beach, Australia. And I just want to spend a few minutes, if I may, with you on a very important subject for supervisors. Guys, as you would know as supervisors, right now at the end of this month, January 31, is the last month that you've got to requalify your supervisor status. Now, you know, this is not the first time that this has been brought to your attention. Herbalife has been sending a lot of material out on that, and you know, right now, Christy and I have just gone through our what we call our report, and seen lots and lots of supervisors in the last day, you know, yesterday and today, have you know, done their requalification. And so my message is for you, if that is you, congratulations. If you haven't, then my message is for you. And you know, 16 years ago when I got started, December 4th, 1991, you know, I became a supervisor that month, and I have to be honest that about 4 times in my first maybe year or so, you know, maybe year 14 months, I felt like maybe I wasn't going to get this thing to go, this thing called Herbalife. You know, it just, you know, I had some setbacks, you know, but all that time, you know, the business was there and the business kept growing. I don't necessarily mean my business, but the Herbalife business. And, you know, I stuck around, guys, and it seems like no time has gone by. And here's Christy and I now on the President's team living our dreams, got a lifestyle that is really something to be extremely grateful for. And you know, one thing I've learned about Herbalife is this: you've got to stay. You know, you just never know what's going to happen. And as you become a supervisor, it only makes sense to keep that status going, because that's where you're going to get the most benefit. And I want to say this, that in 16 years a lot's happened, of course, and I'm very cognizant of you know, outside influences and where we sit right now in 2008. And yet, you know what, if we look just back to the 1st of November last year, and I'm going to be talking about Australia here for a moment, but just the 1st of November last year, here's what's happened since then. Number one, we've had 3 interest rate rises. 3. I've got some bank statements here, and my rates have gone up, you know, about 0.75% just since November, and maybe another one early next month. We've had a change of government. The stock market has had its second biggest one-day fall, just Tuesday last week. So these things, you know, have all happened since the 1st of November. And what that means for 2008, in my opinion, is that, you know, there are going to be more and more people interested in the opportunity of Herbalife, and more people interested in what our products can do for them. Because the reality is, we change lives. And if you go back and think about, you know, how excited you were when you first got started, and what happened when you first got on the products and you started to realize yourself that, hey, you know, these products really are working, you know, golly, you know, there is something to this after all. And, you know, maybe, you know, your business hasn't gone the way that you really thought it was going to go, okay? But that can be fixed. It can be fixed. And, you know, as Mark Hughes used to say, if so many others have done it and others are yet to do it, why not you? And I want to really urge you, if you're a supervisor and are really not committed to renewing your supervisor status and requalifying, I urge you to do that, and here's why. You're going to be able to sell that product. There's no question. And we've got some things this year coming up already that are going to increase your retail sales. There's no question about that. We're also looking at our support systems and how we can help people to master the 4 simple skills that are required of Herbalife. You know, the skill of retailing the product, you know, how to get customers, how to keep customers, how to sponsor people, you know, how to find great people for your team. The third one is very important, but still simple, how to teach the people you sponsor to retail and sponsor. Okay, and the fourth one is how to promote, how to use the events that Herbalife has on to help your business to grow. We have changed that format, and you're going to see a big change in that in the coming year, about how you can increase your skills and make it easier for you to teach other people the skills that they're going to require also. The other thing that Christy and I are going to be doing personally this year, and everyone will get the benefit of this, is leadership coaching. We're going to do a specific leadership coaching because we know there are people out there that want to go from supervisor to the world team, to the global expansion team, to the millionaire team, and on to the president's team. And we want to make sure that we can get those people around us by way of weekend retreats and, as I said, leadership coaching. There's just so much going on in the world of Herbalife, guys. You see I'm wearing the LA Galaxy shirt here. Herbalife is the sponsor of that side, and of course featuring David Beckham. That's a 5-year contract. Herbalife continues to grow around the world, somewhere in the order of 3.6 billion in 2007, on track to do 5 billion. The name of Herbalife is becoming synonymous, I should say, with looking good and feeling good. Our sample program is unbelievable. We run a little ad recently in the paper, and we just said for sample, text sample to our mobile phone number, and we're getting sample packs out as a result of that. These are the things that we'll be teaching you. So as a supervisor, it's the first level of management in Herbalife. And guys, Herbalife is here to stay. There is absolutely no question. When I got started my business in 1991, that year, 1991, Herbalife worldwide, right, sounds crazy, worldwide, I think it was about 7 countries, did 195 million in sales. In 2007, 16 years later, the company has done 3.6 billion with a B in 65 countries. Okay, and more countries to come on board in the not too distant future. So Herbalife's going to just keep going. There is no question. And I say this so that you get the import, and that's with you or without you. And I want you to take that in the most positive sense, that if it's going to happen with you, why not stay on board and look at 2008? Look back at 2007 and look at what didn't work, and don't do that in 2008. Look at what did work and do more of that in 2008. And I promise you, 2008 is going to be absolutely great. So guys, thanks for listening. I'm very, very excited about what the future is bringing. I've never been more excited in my 16 years. I'm so full of anticipation. I want you to share in some of that also. So guys, thanks very much for listening. So from Rob Walsh, Main Beach, Gold Coast, we'll talk to you soon and hope to see you around the world.